Cody Alexander, MatchQuarters, is going to break down this red zone play by Surtain for the Broncos against Davante Adams. This is elite red zone coverage. This is exactly what you want. If you're going to put a clinic tape on it, this is what it would look like. So let's get going. It's 3rd and 5. The Raiders come out in a 2-by-2 set. They're going to motion. This is a change of strength motion. They're going to get to a 3-by-1. What this does, this tells Surtain he needs to choke the receiver. So this is what I call choke, means that we're going to eliminate space. Now, because of the divider, he needs to be outside leverage. Okay. Now, if he were to get inside leverage, he doesn't have any help outside, but 2, you're giving a big receiver a lot of space in the red zone for a red zone fade, which still is a popular pass play, even though it's not very efficient. So what you're going to get right here is they kind of have an idea, and they, as in the Raiders, kind of have an idea what they're going to get coverage-wise. What we're ending up getting is kind of a box coverage over 3-by-1. Remember, when you get into the red zone, everything kind of becomes more and less kind of a zone match scheme, or you're just playing straight man. And the reason why you do that is because in zone, you kind of, with space like this, especially in the low red zone, you want to kind of give these windows and then close down on it when somebody comes into your space. So what we're going to get right here is essentially a deeper snag concept that you see that's really popular in the NFL. You're going to get a push to the flat. So we're watching down here at the bottom. You're going to get a push to the flat to expand the overhang right there. You're going to send a number 3 receiver into the middle of the field. The reason why you do that is because you need to get that safety on eyes, right? You want his eyes on that receiver. You want him to trigger, hinge open, work to the middle field. Everything is set up perfectly to get that one-on-one that you want with the DB. And this is exactly what the Raiders scheme up. He gives a fake out route to make it look like, okay, I'm running a sail route. And then he turns back in. Now, this is where the play of Pat Surtain comes in. At the snap of the ball, you're going to see him use what I call a slide technique. Some people call this a shuffle, and he's just going to sit. Now, once he crosses the threshold of the goal line, watch how his feet get really choppy, and you keep your feet in the ground. If you have your feet in the ground, you're more liable to be able to break and drive on the ball. Now, if you're a big T-step guy, this is kind of what you want, because now I can really get into a T-step. He does have a little bit of a false step, because if you notice right here, his feet get really wide because the receiver is getting to him. If he keeps his feet in really close, this is probably an interception. Instead, he gets it a little bit wide, which is okay, and he kind of has a false step with that inside foot. But as he goes, you can see he's punching through the hands and swiping through and away to get that ball. So you're punching the ball out. Remember, it's kind of like it's kind of like baseball, right? Baseball's throwing it. I want to hit it, and the faster the velocity the faster my bat swing. Now it goes the opposite direction. It's the same thing with the DB. Is I want to punch that kind of up and out as I'm going through the receiver's hands and allow that to do it. But I am really impressed with, one, look at how he keeps leverage. He doesn't panic when he gets the out route look. He squats essentially, and then once you get that option route back in, he accelerates through the receiver's hands, punching through the window and out to swipe that ball away. Elite coverage by Pat Surtain, who is becoming one of the best corners in the NFL.